Yes, the fantasy football playoffs are in our rearview mirror. However, that is no reason for us to stop using all of this great data that we've got at our fingertips with the latest utilization trends. So I've decided to put that to another use and give you guys 4 prop bets for Super Wildcard Weekend. And the first player that we have to discuss is Isiah Pacheco for the Kansas City Chiefs. From a fantasy perspective, yeah, he's been rolling for over a month now, so that's not a surprise. However, with Jerick McKinnon out of the lineup, we have seen a difference in what's happening for Pacheco as a receiver, and that's where I think there is an edge in the marketplace this weekend. And to get a better idea of what Pacheco's utilization has looked like with McKinnon out of the lineup, I've gone over to fantasylife.com, clicked on the utilization suite of tools, and I am in the game log view where I've narrowed things down to the last 4 games, 3 of which have come without McKinnon, week 12, week 16, and week 17. And what we can see is Pacheco has taken over 100% of the 2-minute offense with McKinnon out of the lineup. And that has led to more consistent targets. He's had 5, 5, and 7 in the games without McKinnon, averaging 5.7 per contest. And when the added targets come additional receptions. And we've seen that be the case for Pacheco with 5, 4, and 7 over those 3 games without McKinnon, averaging 5.3 per contest. Now, I have baked this into the projection model over at fantasylife.com, and I have him projected for 4.7 receptions on the weekend. So now we can head over to the Fantasy Life Prop Finder and see if there's an edge to be found in the market. To use the fantasylife.com Prop Finder, you simply go to the home page, you click on Tools, go down to Betting, and you will see Prop Finder in the bottom right. Now, I've already got Isiah Pacheco in the player search here. You can see you've got rushing yards, carries. I've isolated to DraftKings. You've got receiving yards, and then you've got what we're looking for, the receptions. Over 3.5 at minus 120. Now, this was minus 110 just earlier today, so we can see if this might move again back towards the 110 that we had, but this is still very bettable at minus 120, and it is a bet that I want to lock in for Super Wildcard Weekend. For our second name, we are going to stick with the running back position, and we are going to stick with the theme of getting to play more on passing downs, and that has been the case over the last 4 games in Pittsburgh with Jaylen Warren. We have got a new way that they are deploying these guys every week, and the market hasn't quite caught up to this, and that leaves us with an opportunity again in the receptions prop market. Over this period, Jaylen Warren has completely taken over the passing down work in Pittsburgh. He's got 91% of the long down and distance snaps, and he's got 99% of the 2-minute offense. That's the one we care about the most because it typically leads to more targets, and that has been the case. This is a guy that's already a high-end target earner, 28% targets per route run on the season. That is one of the best in the league, but a 23% target share over this stretch of games, averaging 5.25 per contest. And over that 4-game stretch, the receptions have also increased for Jaylen Warren. He's had 5, 4, and 5, averaging 4.75 over that stretch. We've got a game this weekend where the Steelers are heavy dogs to the Bills. That's going to lead to more of the 2-minute offense. Could also have weather concerns that could lead us to another check down game similar to last weekend for Mason Rudolph. And due to all of those factors, the role change, the weather, the way that the game script's going to work, I have him projected for 5.2 receptions this weekend. Right now, over at DraftKings, you can take the over on 3.5 receptions at minus 110. It is one of my favorite bets of Super Wildcard Weekend. So if you guys already aren't signed up over at DraftKings, now is the time to do it because football is more fun when you're in on the action. And this weekend, we have teamed up with DraftKings to do just that. Right now, new customers will get a $200 in bonus bets instantly when they place their first $5 bet. That's right, it's that simple. Just download the DraftKings app, sign up using the promo code DEBRIEF, DEBRIEF, and place your first $5 bet. The crown is yours. And for our third bet of the week, we turn to a wide receiver. I've got 2 of those coming for you, but we're going to start with a second-year player in Jameson Williams before getting to a veteran that you're going to want to hear about next. But with Williams, we've got Sam Laporta. He's injured. I get it. Dan Campbell's going to say rub some dirt on it and get out there, Sam Laporta. But the fact of the matter is he could miss the game. And if he's out there, I would not expect Laporta to be as impactful on the game. And that's going to lead to more opportunities for Jameson Williams, who's been a bit sneaky over the last several games. And with Jameson Williams, the thing we've really got to focus on is his utilization over the last 7 games. Because up until that point, he just wasn't getting the route participation necessary to really consider him as any sort of factor. Fantasy, prop bets, just really hard to find a play for Williams. But over that stretch, he has a route participation of 60%. And now we've got this injury with Sam Laporta, and that could open up more targets, which haven't been great. Only an 11% target share at 3.6 per game. However, it's the air yards. On those 3.6 targets, he's averaging 61 air yards, 24% of the Lions' total over that stretch. And that puts Williams in play. He's actually averaging 37.9 receiving yards per contest. And right now, over on DraftKings, despite the Laporta injury, the number is lower than that at 36.5 at minus 110. Now, this play isn't as strong as the bets that I gave you for Pacheco and Jaylen Warren. Those are locks for me this weekend. However, Williams, since he's seen that route participation increase, he's beat this number of 36.5 in 5 out of 7 games, so 71% of the time. Right now, I've got him projected at 44.8 yards, but that's probably going to creep upward. I'm waiting for more news on Sam Laporta. I haven't completely removed Laporta from the projections. I've only taken his target share down some. So I think there's going to be room to bump up Jameson Williams a little bit more here, and I think this is a line that could move. So still very bettable at over 36.5 receiving yards, minus 110 on DraftKings. And for our final player, we have got to look at Amari Cooper in Cleveland with Joe Flacco in 3 full games. He's been going absolutely bananas. And because it's such a small sample, there's still a little bit of an edge in the market. So let's break it down. So over these 3 games with Flacco, Amari Cooper, 12.3 targets per game. That's a 29% target share. 192 air yards per contest. That is 51% of the total over those 3 games for the Browns. And he's been able to parlay that, see what I did there, into 7.3 receptions and 150 receiving yards per game. So if we head back over to the prop finder on fantasylife.com, we can see Amari Cooper. The line is set at 74.5 receiving yards at minus 115. That's a number he's been over in all 3 healthy contests with Joe Flacco. And I've got him projected for 92.9 receiving yards. Maybe I'm being too aggressive, but Cooper is a guy that we've seen in the past. When he has quality quarterback play, he can absolutely go on these types of runs. And the Texans are not very good in the secondary. They're the 4th worst on this slate this weekend, giving up 255 receiving yards per contest in non-overtime play. That makes Amari Cooper one of my favorite bets on the weekend, over 74.5 receiving yards.